Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. So today I'm celebrating an anniversary of sorts because it was on March 16th, 1997, 20 years ago today, that I placed my very first order on Amazon.com. That's pretty amazing. I mean, it doesn't make me an early adopter, but it makes me pretty close to being an early adopter. And the thing is, that first year, it was all books that we ordered, a bunch of kids' books, a couple of memoirs, a couple of cookbooks, and one parenting book, the title of which makes me laugh. It's called Why Tigers Eat Their Young. You can tell what I was thinking about in 1997. The thing is, anybody can go on Amazon and trace their ordering history from the very first time they ever placed an order there. And, I take a look at it, and it's interesting to watch because, it was pretty consistent, grew a little bit from year to year, until there was a 1 year where it suddenly jumps up a lot. And I know exactly what happened that year. Two things. First of all, I joined Amazon Prime. And second of all, I spent most of the month before Christmas traveling on business, which meant I had to do a lot of my Christmas shopping online. Amazon Prime facilitated that. I didn't have to worry about bringing orders together to save on shipping costs. I just ordered impulsively, and man, that locked me in to the Amazon ecosystem. And apparently I haven't left, because when I look back at my 2016 orders on Amazon, basically I found out, and I was a little horrified to see this, is that in our household, we placed 176 separate orders on Amazon.com. I think that qualifies as a whopping amount. I'm sure there's a lot of people that order less, but I'm also sure there are people that order more. It's important to understand now, just to be clear about this, these weren't all big orders, right? In fact, there's a lot of orders for $5, $6, $7 on Amazon. There are some orders for a lot more than that. But it was just the go-to service. Whenever I needed something and I didn't feel like going shopping, I'd go on Amazon and just kind of order it. In the beginning, it was all books. Then it moves to CDs and DVDs in addition. But the thing is, last year, I don't think I ordered any CDs or DVDs. There are a bunch of books in there, some actual books, because my wife uses them in her third grade class that she teaches. But I probably ordered more ebooks than I did actual physical books. A lot of HBC, a lot of household supplies, a wide range of items that I ordered. Almost all of them were on Amazon Prime. A lot of them were on subscribe and save. But here's the one basic irrefutable fact about pretty much every order that I placed on Amazon. Almost everything I ordered, I could have gone to a brick and mortar store and bought it. And I didn't. And that's an important thing to remember. I found an alternative, and in most of the cases, once the shopping trip has been accomplished successfully online, you tend to think, well, why would I ever want to go back to a store for those kinds of things? I didn't go looking for an online shopping experience. It was made available to me, and it was incredibly effective. It's one of the tenets that Amazon has as a basic, foundational value in their company is they don't sell people stuff. They just make it easy for people to buy stuff. And in my case, I can't even tell you the degree to which they have made it easy. That's just the simple fact of the case. I also think that it's fair to say that Amazon over the years has lived up to another one of its key tenets, which is today is day one. Because at no point in my 20-year relationship with Amazon have I ever felt that they were being complacent about my business. Heck, back in the early days, you'd get a present like a coffee cup just to say thank you for being a customer. In fact, I think the customer service is better today than it was 20 years ago. It used to be you couldn't even find a customer service phone number on their site. Now it's really easy, and I find every time I ever actually have to talk to somebody, they're incredibly friendly and incredibly effective at dealing with whatever the issue happens to be. I had no idea of any of this when I placed that first order 20 years ago. But here's the thing that anybody who's competing with Amazon has to think about it. And let's face it, everybody in retail is competing with Amazon. The question is, when somebody walks into your store for the first time, are you laying the groundwork for a long-term relationship? Are you trying to create your own kind of ecosystem? So when they walk in, they're always going to think of you as being the best option for the things that they need in whatever category it happens to be that you're selling. You can't just focus on Amazon's weaknesses, and God knows Amazon does have weaknesses. You have to focus on your strength. You have to focus on the things that make you different, because that's where success is found, right? Its success is found in the places where you're different and better, not in the places where you're the same. I think that's incredibly important. And I think, but listen, I have a 20-year history with Amazon. This is not because necessarily Amazon went after my business in a concerted way. They just, they fertilized the ground. And this is the kind of relationship that has grown up. Retailers that are competing with it have to think about it the same way. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.